There's the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Kalalal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Mason. A blessed salutation to the Akiams worldwide, teaching the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. This is Brother Yahweh, coming on our lesson to edify the Bayadawada, the 144,000, the one-third million of children. Israelites that scatter among these heathens who look like these heathens, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you are God's chosen people. Right, this is Buzz Entertainment. They say Kim Kardashian is terminally ill. Right? And, the Most High, bringing judgment on this abominable filth. Right? You understand? So let me just go and say American socialize. Right, socialite, right, and the word socialite means a person, often a woman, of social prominence, right, means somebody that is popular, right, considered to be an influential figure, and she's an influential figure for women, and will she influence them to be hoes, slut, in Babylon, to be adulterous women, you understand, and the Most High bring judgment on she. You understand? You Israelite women, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American, a lot of y'all follow the Kim Kardashian family. And now y'all being influenced by the TV show. How to jump from man to man, how to be hoes and slut. You understand? To dress up provocative. The Most High visit she. You understand? So she's terminally ill now. It's a period of time before the Most High take back the spirit. Right? It's the American socialite, model and TV star Kim Kardashian, who in May this year, for the fourth time became a mother, is terminally ill. It is reported by the tabloid, the Daily Mail. It is noted that the reality star was diagnosed with lupus, the red. It's another disease. Kim said she broadcast her show. She complained that she had chronic fatigue, swelling joint, and nubs hands. Right? Kim said that they were unable. In the morning, she fastened in her bra, then went to the doctor. The test showed that she had lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, right? You understand? So the most High plague, plague one of these great harlot, great whore in Babylon. You understand? Right, so it's a rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic systemic autoimmune disease affecting primarily the joint. Right, let me get this here. Right, it's rheumatoid arthritis, a chronic disease, progressive disease in which the immune system attack the joints. It is characterized by pain, inflammation, and swelling of the joint, stiffness, weakness, loss of mobility, and deformity. Tissue throughout the body can be affected, including the skin, blood vessel, heart, lungs, and muscle. So the Most High destroy one of these well-known hoes in Babylon, right? You understand, right? So this is what the Most High bring up on she, right? It is a chronic inflammatory autoimmune disease. The disease is incurable. You understand? It is incurable, right? Right? It's a medication. It's a medication help to maintain the body So after diagnosis 10 year can accommodate 80% of patients after 20 years to live their 60%. There have been cases of survival for 25 to 30 years, but few of them. You understand? But few of them. So the Most High, you know, bring, bring judgment on one of these most famous whores in Babylon. You understand? And this is why they say she's terminally ill. There is no cure. You understand? There's no cure. That's why you gotta fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? That's why you gotta fear him. You understand? So the Most High plagues you with rheumatoid arthritis. Right? That's what the Most High plagues you with. Right? And there's judgment. Right? 1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And a lot of you Israelite women, follow Kim Kardashian. It's the Kardashian family. Right? So if you with women don't repent, the Most High gonna plague y'all too. Right? This is Second Chronicle. Right? And the Most High is who plague she. Right? This is Second Chronicles chapter 14. No, Second Chronicles chapter 21 verse 14. Right? And it said, behold, with a great plague will the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai smite thy people with a great plague. You understand? There's a plague she gets smite with. Right? Rheumatoid arthritis. There's a great plague she gets smite with. You understand? This is why she's terminally ill. Right? It said, behold, with a great plague will the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai smite thy people and thy children and thy wives and all thy goods. Verse 15, and thou shalt have great sickness by disease of thy bowels, until the bowel fall out by reason of the sickness day by day. Right? Let me jump to verse 18. It said, and after all this, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai smote him in his bowel with an incurable disease. And this is what the Most High did to Kim Kardashian. Right? With the turmoil is right? Yeah, Salakia. Yeah, so the Most High smite Kim Kardashian with the rheumatoid arthritis. Right? Second Chronicles chapter 21 verse 18. And after all this, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai smote him in his bowel with an incurable disease. Right? She gets smite with an incurable disease while she's terminally ill. You understand? Rheumatoid arthritis. You understand? There is no cure. You understand? But the cure is with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But the cure is not with man. Right? The cure is with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Is why you Israelites need to repent. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indian. Stop following these heathens. Right? And this is really Most High did to this proud Edomite Antiochus. Right? Let me just go straight to the point. Right? After he tried to overtake Syria, the Persian, and tried to go and to rob them their goods. Right? He failed because the people them fight back. So being failed, and not being successful in his journey, he decided to take his anger out on the Jews, which is the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indian, right? And the Most High said, this man was a very proud man, the Antiochus, which is you Edomites, you so-called white people, right? So let me just go straight to the point. 2 Maccabees chapter 9 verse 5, right? He said, but the Lord Almighty, the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, smote him with an incurable and invisible plague. The Most High who bring those plague upon people. That's why you gotta fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He said, as soon as he had spoken these words, a pain of the bowel that was readiness remedilis, remedy this, right, came upon him, and sore torment of the inner parts. It said, and that most justly, for he had torment other men's bowel with many and strange torment. However, he nothing at all ceased from his bragging, but still was filled with pride. It said, breathing out fire in his rage against the Jews, which is the Israelites, right? And commanding to haste the journey. But it came to pass that he fell down from his chariot, he said, carried violently, so that having a sore fall, all the members of his body were much pain. So all the members in his body were paining. Verse 8, and thus he that a little afore thought he might command the wave of the sea, so proud was he beyond the condition of man. So these Edomites are very proud. These so-called white people are very proud, right? And pride go before destruction. And the Most High said he hated a proud look, right? And weigh the high mountain in a balance, was now cast on the ground, and carry in the horse little, showing forth unto all the manifest power of Yahweh. Right, verse 9, so that worms rose up out of his body. So worms, the Most High says, so that the worms rose up out of his body of this wicked man, and while he lived in sorrow and pain, his flesh fell away, and the filthiness of his smell was noisome to all his army. So this man had a rotten. He was living and rotting. You understand? His body was decomposing. The spirit was still in him. You understand? So he was smelling. He seen worms coming out to him. His flesh was falling off. His flesh was falling off his bones. You understand? Right? This is why you gotta fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 11. He said, here therefore, being plagued, he began to leave off his great pride, and to come to the knowledge of himself by the scourge of Yahweh. His pain increased every moment. And while he himself could not abide his own smell, he said these words, it is meet to be subject unto Yahweh, and that a man that is mortal should not proudly think of himself if he were God. You understand? And these Kim Kardashian family, they're very prideful. So the Most High plague she with an incurable disease. You understand? The Most High plague she, because she's one of the top hoes in Babylon. You understand? So you Israelites need to repent and don't follow these heathens. You need to turn back, especially you so-called Black Latinos and Native American Indian women. You need to repent. Stop dressing up provocative. Stop jumping from man to man. You understand? Stop being sluts out there. You understand? Repent. Because the Most High gonna plague a lot of you women. A lot of you women gonna be destroyed these last days if you don't repent. You understand? Repent. Let me get one. Let me get one more to close off. Right? This one is to these sincere sisters out there, you so-called Black Latinos and Native American Indian. The sincere ones. This is to you. Right? This is I think is right. Yeah. Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 verse 9. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and he will heal, and he will make thee whole. Verse 10. Leave far from sin, and order thy hands aright, and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness. So when you sin, this way you get sick. This is why the Most High is plague you when you keep transgressing his law. So you sincere sisters out there, you so-called Black Latinos and Native American Indian, turn away from these kind of behavior. Humble yourself, stay with one man. Try to cover yourself up as much as possible, and learn how to be a woman. Learn how to be a servant to your man, and how to be a quiet woman. You understand? Stop following these hoes in Babylon. The Most High about to turn upon all you wicked Israelites, you wicked heathens. The Most High about to turn upon each and every one of y'all. So repent. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indian. With that, Uber Testament is edifying. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at Great Millstone. A blessed salutation to the Akims worldwide who pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the Lord's elect.